Well, howdy. Welcome back to this journey I am on related to crypto, seeing if we can make some money and not lose it all in one fell swoop. As always, this is not financial advice, nor is this me telling you what you should do with your funds, simply me documenting my journey along the way and seeing if we can make some money that we could do something with, possibly invest it in other protocols and platforms. But right now, I am primarily focused on the animal farm, which is part of the DRIP ecosystem. DRIP ecosystem, of course, is the DRIP faucet, the DRIP network, or DRIP community, which is a separate site from the animal farm. And then the animal farm site, which includes many features that have been expanding, which, as I mentioned in the last video, makes me very bullish on this whole project. You may or may not share those opinions, but that's where I'm at. Now, I'm going to be adding some funds to the farm. I'm actually going to throw DRIP BUSD into the farm. I already have a good bit in the garden. I say a good bit. I'm very small, not a whale in any sense of the word. I am a small fish or maybe some algae at the bottom of this liquidity pool token kind of farm that we've got going on, which is a type of yield farm here. So I'm not throwing a lot in, but I do want to add some into one of the farms so that I can start getting pigs. It's going to climb at a very small rate with what I'm throwing in here, especially with this variable emission rate, which is at deflationary right now. I would expect after the piggy bank gets up and going and this all starts to level out, hopefully before a month or two is up, we're going to see this climb back up to where we're getting a much higher return than we're seeing right now. But I do want to throw some in here and start getting pigs because I am excited for the piggy bank. I would like to see where this goes. This launches in just basically a day, about a day and 12 hours at the time of posting this, I think. Forex Shark, the developer's going to do an AMA tomorrow. That's great. I'm excited for that. I'll throw my referral link down here if you're going to hop in. You do have to have some dogs being staked in the single pool to get any benefit from the referrals. So I'll need to also get those staked. But I'm excited for this piggy bank. It's going to work similarly to the garden, by the way. But you'll be able to time lock portions of your investment and get some really cool compounded bonuses that are just. I think you're really going to be happy with that. I'm excited for it. I want to see where it goes. But that's not what we're talking about in this video. We're actually just going to document the process of adding this DRIP BUSD LP, this liquidity. Now we're doing it here on this page so that we don't have the 10% transaction tax when we get our LP tokens. On PancakeSwap we would. This is saving us that extra 10%. So that is helpful. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do the max. Now, I did mention it in a previous video, which would be really helpful if you live in Texas or somewhere else that Binance does not like to play nice with. You can't possibly even use Binance.us. That's the case for me, at least. I'm not able to even use Binance.us. So I have been going through Trust Wallet, which does add some transaction fees, and having to use one of their third parties that I do not prefer to use to purchase within Trust Wallet. They take a good chunk out. At least $10 worth I lost on the way over here. But so I'm buying in Trust Wallet because that's what I have to do. And then I transferred to MetaMask. And then I'm going to be using DRIP Liberation to convert my BUSD into half DRIP, half BUSD. This page does that automatically for us, which is awesome. I'm going to have to refresh the page because I'm not getting an estimation down there for pool share. And when that happens, we just refresh. Taking a second to load. See if this site wants to play nice for us. Likely a number of people on right now with the piggy bank getting ready to launch. They're probably playing around with that page. I would normally see these populate. I'm going to click supply, but maybe that's where the estimation ends up. I thought it populated there. It's actually on this window. So I'm going to end up with 2 LP tokens total. That's the estimation. I'm going to go ahead and confirm, and you can't see this, but my MetaMask has popped up, and I'm confirming the transaction there. If I have enough BNB, that should go through. Just waiting for that. Popping out my MetaMask to see what my assets look like. And we'll go ahead over to the farm while I'm waiting for that. And I've already staked this previously. Normally you would need to enable contract, but I have already staked previously. So, all right, it says transaction receipt. Let me check if my assets are here. And I do see 2.37 something cake LP is the way it displays in your MetaMask if you have that enabled properly as a token. And I do also already have a very small fraction of pigs. I don't know if it'd be worth even putting those in the pig pen. I might just add them into whatever I get here and then end up putting them into the new piggy bank once it comes out. Let's see, stake LP. This page is not recognizing that I have DRIP BUSD, so I'm going to refresh again. Sometimes these things are a little finicky. There we go. So I'm going to put the max amount that I can and go ahead and throw that into this stake. Oh, and it's estimating a very high amount for B&B gas. I'm going to fiddle with the amounts here for just a moment. I'll pause and be right back. Okay. I did not actually have enough B&B. I had to transfer a little more from my Trust wallet, but I am staked now. See that it ended up equating to about 67. I was trying to get about 70 over here. I started with 80 in Trust wallet, so you can kind of see the drop with the fees and everything else. But this is staked, so that's good. And now we're going to see this very slowly increase, especially due to the deflationary nature that we're at right now. Now, if I'm excited for Piggy Bank, like many of you may be, why did I stake here rather than getting pigs? Now, this is just a personal financial preference because the price of pigs is up over 300 right now. I didn't want to spare that. I'm just trying to kind of get a leg in, or I guess a toe in, to this side of the system before the piggy bank gets going. And it's going to launch in a day or so. I'm not going to have enough pigs to do much with it. But I wanted to go ahead and start that process of earning even a fraction of pigs every now and then to start working towards having enough to toss in here. So that's what I'm going to work towards because I am excited to use the piggy bank. But those pig tokens cost quite a bit. And so if we can farm them, I think that's actually the full flow of everything. You know, drip faucet is kind of your base. And then you come over here to things like the drip garden, which is higher risk. You know, it is higher risk, that's fully stated, but you can basically compound your drip BUSD, and after 30, 60 something days, you can start harvesting now and then and getting rewards in this LP token. And then, you know, that or any of the other LP tokens that are allowed for the farms or the pools if you just want to stake straight dogs or something else. You could stake straight BUSD. I guess I could have done that and gotten dogs, but then it's another step to then put the dogs in to get pigs. So that's still like a two-step process. This APR isn't very high percentage right now. So I'm kind of skipping the dog step, even though I would like to have some of those, and I will purchase some when I can. But I'm just going straight into DRIP BUSD to earn pigs. Now I expect that earning to be slower. One, because pigs are about $300 something right now, and I only threw in 67. This reward is going to be pretty slow, especially with this variable emission rate. But I expect the variable emission rate to go up, so that'll be positive. And I am skipping the step of, you know, trying to farm dogs to then get pigs. I'm skipping a step and just farming pigs here, even with this small amount. And that will then let us either put pigs, we could put pigs in the pig pen if we wanted to and get BUSD as a reward and have that kind of joint ownership of the platform, as they say, which is cool. But I think I'm going to aim towards the Piggy Bank, which is actually going to be putting pigs against BUSD. So that's like the next level up from these other farms. This is that $300-something pigs, which is what they're up to, paired with BUSD. And we're going to time lock these. So if you don't time lock these, by the way, they're just going to operate like the garden does. You're going to get around that 3% daily, and you're going to have to compound them. Instead of plants and seeds, it's basically piglets and truffles, but we will get to that as more information comes out about this. But I'm excited for this, and that kind of explains my reasoning of just going straight into the farm. Now, I could have dollar cost average down further on plants and kept that train rolling, but it's almost more of an experiment at this point. I want to see how this goes with just compounding. I think I'm gaining a little bit every day, even though it's slower going than we would like it to be. I'm gaining a more of the daily reward value, this right here, the 33. You know, I think I see this LP amount going higher each day. This is what we really have to keep an eye on. This 1.023, is that increasing? You know, is that going to increase? As long as that's increasing, the only thing that's going to be bringing it down or making it look lower is really this DRIP BUSD token value. And we may have a month or two before that comes back up. I'm hoping. I'm throwing the bet in there. So kind of experiment. I want to see where I can get just by compounding, and it does slowly speed up. I've showed you that on the spreadsheets as well. I have some crazy amount in here. Ignore all the other data. It's not valid. Even the dollar amount's kind of off right now probably. But, you know, it speeds up. Every day, especially with these higher amounts that we're getting to, these become closer and closer together where the change is more rapid. You know, once I get down here today, when does that actually start? Looks like after about a day 32, at least around when I'm at around this plant value. So right around 650 plants, this starts changing every day. Every day I'm making one more plant a day than I was the previous day. And then you'll see further along here, that's jumping a couple plants at a time. And so you see the power of compounding interest if the garden's still around and the LP token's not just bombed out. You know, let's say we are this far into the year. 417, and the next day I'm making 431 plants a day, on and on and on. This isn't a very awesome daily amount, even though it's better than where we're at. So we, of course, hope that comes up. What's it at right now? 33. This will go up or down. You know, I've seen it close to like 39 earlier on when I was investing. And that's going to multiply and give us much better returns. Anyway, I've kind of gotten off track here. So yeah, that's how you throw money into the Liberation. That's how you throw BUSD in. They do accept other tokens as well, it looks like. But the funds are sent to buy DRIP, and then the other half of the BUSD, yeah. So I thought it was just BUSD, which is kind of what this is implying. But it looks like there's a drop down here. I've not tried to purchase using any other tokens, but my understanding was that it was just BUSD. Someone could correct me on that if I'm wrong. And with that LP token, you can then go into the garden or into any of these farms that accept it, which it's just this guy right here. And that will get you pigs. And then pigs can, of course, go to the pig pen or the piggy bank, which is coming up soon. So that may be informative, it may not be, but that is that process and my reasons for hopping into this farm. I hope all this comes up. I'm bullish on it, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully we see this start ticking higher as well. All right, have a great one. Thanks for watching.